Okay, in my effort to keep track of every single grocery purchase that I've made, here is a small expensive haul from Walmart. So what did we pick up? Well, let me do this. First of all, on the food trucks today, I actually wasn't able to go. We had a appointment with the bank to refinance, so yeah, pip hooray, we have a lower interest rate and a mortgage company that I would actually like to be with. Plot twist for Money Management Monday video. Money Management Monday video. Please, focus. So, the food trucks. I did not make it out there today, but the neighbors that used to live next door actually did make it up and brought us what they did not want, and in there was 2 full turkeys. I do not have room for 2 full turkeys. I have going to make 1 turkey. It's defrosting because I even don't have room for 1 turkey right now. So we're gonna have turkey tomorrow for dinner. So we have some turkey. We got a box full of mangoes, packages of mangoes. I think they were 12-ounce packages. Do you have any idea how many packages of mangoes we got? They were fresh mangoes.
I would say about 12.
I was thinking 12-ounce too.
Or 12 packages. No.
They're 1 pound. 16 ounces, 1 pound.
Yeah. Yeah. So hold on, wait.
So 12 of these.
16 ounce.
So 12 packages of 1 pound, 12 pounds of fresh mangoes. Now, if they were ripe, they have gotten eaten. But if they were like those, they were lighter in color. The dark yellow, rich yellow ones, those are probably ripe. The lighter ones we're actually just going to chop up in the freezer for smoothies. And so that will be seen in, future videos of what we've done. This is just the free part of our grocery haul. So the turkey, the mangoes, a flat of blackberries. Again, you got to pick through it like I showed you with the raspberries. But these look pretty good. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot to pick through on that, which is nice. A whole flat of cherry tomatoes. And so I passed some cherry tomatoes on because we have a lot, and yeah, there's only so much cherry tomatoes one can eat. What else was there? I think that was it, except for 2 cases of chocolate milk. There's like 12 bottles in each case. We pass that on. We do not need that in this house. I know what happens when we have that in this house. No. So that went on, and I think that's it. So the turkey it's a 20-pound turkey. These are 20-pound turkeys. Wowza! So I said I would bring some to my neighbor because she's like, I'm too old to be doing this. I'm like, I'll cook some up and I'll share with you. So I have a 20-pound turkey defrosting that I've changed up our menu, and tomorrow we're going to have that because there was no way it was going to happen today. We're going to have that with a green bean casserole and some mashed potatoes. And remember, slow and steady wins the race. And with that, let me turn around and show you what we have for dinner. I have a lot of stuff that unless I took things out to defrost, dinner was going to be slim pickings today. So let's kind of turn the camera around and show you what I got. Some things were on clearance. Some things are a little bit stretching for our no buy year, but I'm going to explain that here in a minute. Okay, so first of all, my total came to $43.07, and I want to talk about this for a minute because I put these on top. There is a Barbie clothes and a 5-pack of Hot Wheels. Now, my kids have been working and earning money, and this was something that they purchased. However, I'm going to have to eat $1 because we thought we were getting one of the Barbie outfits out of the clearance, but I did not compare the numbers. That was my fault. And at that point, I had a little girl that had worked hard for this, so I was going to eat that $1 for her because she'd worked so hard. So there's that. So taking what, $5, $8, almost $9 out of the grocery, that brings it down a bit. Then the other thing we have here is a pair of leggings on sale for $2.50. Now the reason we got this is my daughter has at least 1 pair, if not 2 pairs of pants that are pretty worn out, especially in the seat. I told her one pair she just cannot wear again. And instead of, trying to replace those, I was like, you know what, we have dresses, just wear more dresses. And she was, she responded, it's just so cold, Mom. I don't really, it's just too cold to really wear dresses, which I completely understand. And she did not have any leggings to wear with them. So this one was on sale. I would have preferred like a plain color, but these were on sale, and we just went for that. So instead of paying, at least $4 for a second-hand pair of jeans, we spent $2.50 to utilize stuff that she already has. So that's where I went with that. Now, this is, is it really a need? No. I did pick it up, though, because I got it for my husband to have on hand for snacks and stuff when he goes and does his studies at oh my goodness, I am so stumbling over myself here. I got this so my husband could take it when he goes to class, because he's trying not to do sugar, and there is a lot of like sugar donuts there. So I figured, hey, I will give you a substitute to have instead. So that's where that one came in. On the menu is tomato soup. I'm actually going to make this tonight. I'll explain that in a minute. On the menu is tomato soup, but I did not have a diced tomatoes for that unless I used this one, but I actually need this whole one for another recipe, so we just left it. I just grabbed another one. I was there, why not? There was a bunch of these on sale for $1.50, so I grabbed them because they do not have any wheat in here, so my daughter could have it, and for $1.50, this is a really good deal. So I grabbed all they had. So there is about $7.50 here, and hiding the cereal. No, we are not having cereal right now. Hiding the cereal has worked out great, so we're going to keep that going. But now I need to have another spot because I had to call a kid to go get it for me one day, and then everybody knew where it was. I did pick up 2 more things of milk. I have a very lovely friend that found a great deal on I found a lovely friend of mine found a great deal on almond and oat milk, and basically put me on the subscribe list. So every month a box of each comes, and it's been so helpful. I haven't had to buy milk since December, really, except for I think last week's haul I had to buy one because we were completely out. So this right now, my 2 boys especially, but more like my kids, let's just kind of cut to the chase, it's all of them, are really into working out and just trying not only to build muscle, but to choose eating wisely and whatnot. And one of the things that they've been doing is more protein shakes to kind of give them the calories and the protein that they want to do for these workouts. So we've been going through a lot of milk. So I did pick up 2 more, and we did kind of have a talk about how we could do this without using so much milk. You would think that we were using more with the cereal we've been having, but to be honest, most of the time when we use up milk like that, it's because of cereal or smoothies. It's not really because of both. So I'm not too concerned that, what's the word? It's not necessarily that, one or the other has increased. It's just that we've done both of them. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm sorry. Okay, let me just move on because I think I'm just stumbling right now. I have more bananas. We've been going through more of these right now also as well because the kids, like I said, they've been working out. They've been doing more smoothies. One is the peanut butter, banana, and chocolate smoothie. Picked up more of these. This is a cheaper way to do it than the Amish salvage store. So that I noted, and the Amish salvage store isn't even like organic, so if you're paying more, it's not really because it's organic. Anyway, so it's cheaper to get these, and then we use these for the protein bars that my daughter makes. Then I have these that I picked up for the kid I babysit. So one for tomorrow, Thursday, one for Friday, and that's just something he will eat. And then the last things I have here are some basil. That was the one thing that I noticed Walmart was out this week, and I noticed it last time I was there too. So It's been consistent now. But the fresh herbs, not just like this, but actual, you know, you can get them like in a bulk. They've been out twice now, or really low or out. The last time I was able to kind of scrounge up loose cilantro and get enough for a bundle. This time there was no cilantro. There was only the Italian parsley. I did find one basil because I want to make that pho. Like, that is happening. It's gonna happen. And then for dinner tonight, which is one of the reasons why I had to go, I'm making lasagna. And I'm gonna make a double batch and just have one in the freezer, possibly for Sunday. So I have the ricotta cheese, I have a Parmesan cheese, and I have a mozzarella cheese. So this right here was one of the main reasons, because I need this for dinner tonight. And so that's what I did at Walmart, and that was what the total was for this. So I think that brings us up to $250 roughly. I'm rounding to the nearest 10 at this point. So $250 roughly for the month of January, and today is the 19th. So, okay, so anyway, the 20th, I'm going to do a quick kind of overhaul of what we have in the fridge and my pantry and kind of show you what's going on here. I have to take my daughter to the big city tomorrow, which is Fort Wayne. I have to take her to Fort Wayne tomorrow for her doctor checkup. It's about an hour away, so if I go up there, I try to do like a big shopping trip at Aldi's. And so I'm going to replenish a lot of things. I still need to make a list. So there is going to be a larger haul coming, and depending on how long this takes, it'll either be divided into 2 videos or I'll combine it into one. So that's the plan for right now. Let me just quickly show you what's in the fridge and the pantry. Okay, so we have in here some grapes. Honestly, we're just so graped out. Remember the grapes that I was going to make the grape jelly with? That did not work out at all. Back to what's in here. We still have some blue cheese. I honestly, okay, so things just don't taste right since I had the big C, if you know what I mean. And blue cheese is actually one. I used to love blue cheese. Now it burns my nose to eat it. And everything, certain things, let me not say everything, certain things have a really strong chemical taste, and that's actually one of them. So I'm not sure if we'll be ending up keeping all this blue cheese, which is unfortunate because it has a vitamin K that is really good for you. Oh well. In here is more white chicken chili, as is that. There's some black beans. There is some bacon here. I think my daughter wanted to make something one day and that didn't happen. There's some cheese. Here's some more cheese. This is the one I could get for the kid. He eats the cheese and the lunch meat. And this is some leftover Mexican lasagna that my husband will probably take tomorrow to eat. This is the garbanzo bean salad. I think I showed you guys what we had for dinner last night. This is what's left, and it's really good. I'll probably eat that. There is sausage, and I just need to make pasta, and we're gonna have pesto pasta. Here is a little bit of mozzarella cheese left, and that's probably what I'll use for dinner tonight, the lasagna. This is the sunflower seeds from last week's whatever we got. Blackberries. There's 2 dozen eggs. Here's the mango. Here is some cherry tomatoes. This is something, this is what's left of this pasta sauce. Anyway, I'm gonna just mix this in with the pasta sauce we'll use later. Lunch meat. Garlic. This is the meat for the lasagna. And, oh, some plain yogurt in the back. Actually, this is something my husband uses, and I tell the kids they can use it to put in their smoothies for extra protein. And you can mix this with water and then not use so much of the almond milk. A little bit of lettuce left. This is the chicken taco meat that came in the taco packs. And they are good till like April, like that. So I need to open it up and divide it into smaller packs, and I still haven't done it yet. So it's been a week in the fridge like this. So it's a project and I haven't done it yet. This is what's left of the celery. We've been giving little bits to the bunny, but honestly, he's just not into the celery. This, I think, is... No, it is iceberg. Man, I thought for sure this was cabbage. And I pulled out some sausage to ground up and make spring rolls with it. But it is... I think, well, I don't know. I think the only way to find out is to open it up and taste it. But see, that looks like cabbage to me. But that, I don't have a hand to really show you, but that looks like iceberg. I don't know. Oh, anyway, there's that. And in here, ouch. In here is lemons and 2 things of carrots and some garlic. So that's what we have in here. You know, I could make some eggs. I can do some lunch meat. That's all we have is the lunch meat. The kids, what they'll do is they'll roll it up into, if you need a gluten-free, cheap gluten-free option, this is something my husband did for a long time for work. If I can find, there we go. This is what my husband did a long time for work. We would just get tortillas, heat them up in a microwave, put some lunch meat on it, a little bit of cheese sometimes, a little bit of butter if you want, and then heat it up again. So like 10 seconds for here, you just want to make it a little bit soft because I don't really like this heated up too much. Anyway, and then you put the cheese on it and you just roll it up and you eat it. So that's a good gluten-free option, cheaper than, you know, finding like gluten-free bread. So, pantry, we still have like rice, beans, oatmeal. So I have rice, beans, and oatmeal, as well as sauerkraut and the tomato sauce that I canned in 2020. Then in this shelf, I still have some pesto. I still have some more tomato sauce. This is what I canned in 2021. This is my vanilla beans. That's my sugar. This is what we use when we make our own corn tortillas. That's a great thing for my boys to do when I need them to stay out of trouble. And, oh, I have one thing of mushrooms here, a apple cider vinegar, and molasses. So these aren't really something you would make anything with. Some breadcrumbs. I use this for my tuna cakes. There's one recipe, you know, one batch left in here, and then we would dig into that one. Okay, this is basically all spices or herbs. This is for the pho, and oh, up here, and one of these is for the pho. So that will be used. I have 1 can of green enchilada sauce left, and remember, I know I talked about that, should be on my baking shelf, but I talked about this, that whatever I do, the idea is not to just use it all up. Like, I'm keeping track of what I'm purchasing, and it will be replenished. And that is the main idea here. I have 2 things of cream of mushroom soup. This is what I need to make green bean casserole. I have 2 things of baby corn. We use this on salads, but I've been saving it for stir fry. I have 2 things of green chilies left. I have 1 can of mushrooms. I have 1 thing of Italian tomatoes. This was recently given to me. It had a good layer of dust on it, so I don't know how old this will be. And then I have some pasta sauce here, which I'm thinking, at least that one, will get used tonight for the lasagna. Maybe like that and this. Let's just have that out in case. So there's that. Up here, this is sunflower seeds that my boys bought and ended up not liking as much, so I don't know how long it'll take us to go through that. It's barbecued, so I'm not sure, like throwing it out for the birds, I'm not sure that'll work. We'll see. I have a little bit of peanut butter left in here, some of that tea, the tomatoes I just purchased to go with the tomato soup. I have 3 meals worth of tuna, I think. So there's 1, Nope, I have 2.5 meals for tuna. And then on the top, we just have the salt, pickling salt, salt, pickling salt, sugar, flour that needs to be used up because this is not gluten-free and this is not what we want, or the kind of way we want to eat. This is what we've been using. Baking soda, cinnamon, more sugar, and then 4 boxes of pasta, and then this is cocoa powder. And then up here is the 2 boxes of lasagna. So, and then up there is the chocolate protein. So that is it, guys. Did I talk about these? There's also applesauce, sliced carrots, and 1 can of pineapple left. Does that mean you ate one while we were gone? A can of pineapple has been eaten. I had 2 there.
Oh, someone ate one yesterday.
Someone ate one yesterday? Okay. So, the applesauce is that 2 or 3 deep? It's 3 deep and then 3 across. So there's 6, 12, there's 18 there. And 4 things of sliced carrots. We've been using the sliced carrots as a pumpkin. I made a pumpkin cake. I showed you that. It was pretty good. Would you say that the pumpkin cake was more carrot cake-like or more pumpkin cake-like?
Probably more carrot cake.
I think so. I think it was more carrot cake. I don't care. I love carrot cake. So I might do that again. I might try to do this with the rest of the cornmeal, which the rest of the cornmeals are here. There's not a whole lot left here for like corn muffins. Maybe, I don't know. So if I make pumpkin pancakes, I might use the sliced carrots again. And in here is like my daughter's baking stuff, that brown sugar. There's one, this is kind of hard to do one-handed. There's some quick oats that my daughter uses for her protein balls. This I got when we went on vacation July, and it's not ground very well. So it needs to be ground more when you use it, and it's not as much, I don't like it as much as I thought I would. And then I have 1 more thing of northern beans, 1 thing of China doll, some collagen, and that's what's left in this bag, or in this basket. And this is just my baking basket, so it has things like baking powder, baking soda in a smaller bag, some coconut flour, some of my chicken broth, the French onions. I think there's a little bag of like tapioca pudding. That's pretty much what we have here, and I showed you the fridge. So like, David, here, I got this for you to take to class. So like I said, I would say that at this point we've gone at least, what is today, the 19th? So 2 weeks and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, almost 3 weeks without shopping shopping to refill my pantry here. So I know there's things I could do, like I could use the pasta sauce and the noodles and make like spaghetti and things like that. And all of the chicken here, and these are, I thought this was just pasta sauce, but it is pasta with garden vegetables in tomato sauce. So it's more like a ravioli. What's that one brand? More like a ravioli brand. There's like a specific name for it. I can't remember. Anyway, so that's pretty much what we have. I think at this point, you know, if we were trying to use everything up, I think I would have gotten to a point of that. Between that and the tuna, we are good. So I hope that gives you an idea of what can be stored here, what I can keep here, and when I purchase things, just how long it will effectively last. So the idea here with these grocery hauls, and I don't know how much I'll keep up with like what we eat in a week. As long as you guys can bear with me, that I will forget some days. That, you know, that's just what life is. It'll kind of just show you, maybe I purchased, you know, a whole bunch of cereal one week, and 3 weeks later, we could be pulling out the box of cereal to eat. So, I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to think. So, I will probably do this restock from Aldi because I still have a little bit of money left over from last month from the people that sent me money. I have somebody else that had sent me back in December, but the box just took forever to get here, and that was a $200 sending. So there's $300 to kind of go to Aldi and purchase what I can, replenish wisely with what we have, and then after that, I have always really loved watching Crystal Payne, Money Saving Moms, her $70 budget for her family of 7. She has $70 for her family of 7 that she does every week, and a lot of it just has to do with what sales she finds at Kroger's, because that's what she has. Now, I would like to try to do that. There's a couple exceptions. I have seen what her kids eat, and my kids eat way more than that. But one of the things that I was thinking about is just, you know, I don't think about eating the same thing over and over. I used to do this all the time. I had a habit. Everything for me is about habits. I used to have the same thing for breakfast every single day. It was just easy, simple, and that was eggs and zucchini. I would make fried eggs, and I would stir fry, like saute some zucchini and coconut oil, and I ate that every day, and it was so good. And I've really been craving that lately, so I'm probably going to go back to something simple like that. Kids can do what they want. Like her kids only have smoothies, but if mine do that, then they're hungry within an hour. I know she homeschools, so it's not like her kids aren't home and not feeding. But like we have the carrots in there. I can pull out carrots and have you know, a vegetable plate. So all of these things I'm thinking, and I'm talking, and I'm sorry, but the idea here is to be thoughtful about what we're spending, and especially learning to rein it in again, because I got out of the habit of being extra careful. So that's kind of where I'm going. I'm going back to let's be extra careful. The thing is that things are really good right now for us, in my opinion. They're hard, but they're good. And if there's one thing I have learned with watching and listening to many pastors' is that there are seasons of plenty, and then there are seasons where you are pulling out popcorn and you are thanking God that that's what you have for dinner. And so I want to be prepared for that. I want to have that mindset of whether it's a bowl of popcorn that you're thanking God for, even going to bed hungry for dinner one night is... I think they made a weight that they wanted to. Whether you have a bowl of popcorn that you're praising God for, or you go to bed hungry for one meal, you still praise God. Like, we're not going to die over missing one meal. But the idea here is to train your thoughts, train your thinking, and that we're in such a land of plentiful. We're such in a land of plentiful. We don't have to worry if we're going to have rice for our next meal. So I hope that is helpful for you. I hope that okay, I'm going to actually say one more thing. Obviously this is going to have the Aldi haul tomorrow. I also wanted to say one thing. In that video I stressed time and time again, we were fine. There is a savings for a reason. There's all of these things. We're fine. We're good. And I want to stress that again. Like I said, if we skip a meal, we'll be fine. But I know me and I know my mom, and if I didn't tell her that we were skipping a meal, there is a very good possibility she would fly out here from California, take me over her knee, and spank me. She'd do it too. Trust me, I know. So, all of that to say, and I stress it again, we are good. And God is good. And that was the whole idea behind this, showing that it can be done. Because when we were trying to learn finances, it was so easy to think it couldn't be done. And some of you are really kind, and you have reached out and have said, Can we help you? Can we do this? And that is not the point here. And I appreciate you and I love you for that. That is such a good attitude to have. But maybe there's somebody in your community that could use it. Maybe there is somebody that doesn't have the ability to make YouTube videos or whatever to reach out for help. Or maybe they've needed help so many times because it's just been hard. And the churches can't help them anymore because of the things that they have in place so that people don't take advantage of it. I've had to help people that have been in that situation of just they cannot get help from the church or from like local Salvation Armies because they have met their limit anymore. So all this to say, reach out to a pastor, reach out to somebody you know that knows the community, that the poverty community is what I'm trying to say. Help them, please. Use the money that you would do to help us to help them, because we will be fine. I showed you my food. I showed you my fridge. I also have a freezer out there that has meat in it. We will be fine, and we're doing good. I just want those to encourage those homemakers. Like I said, that I had been in that position of, how are we going to make it? I want to encourage them, because there's opportunities that come up that you have no idea were opportunities, and you just thank God and you go with it. So I will see you tomorrow with the Aldi haul. Also, because my camera is now blinking like you don't have any more time here. So thank you for watching. We'll show you Aldi's haul tomorrow, and I'll show you all the Aldi haul tomorrow, and the day after that you will see what we ate this week for meals.